so how goes it? I'm Drew here, and this is my buddy, Determined Veteran, on the screen over yonder. And we're going to talk about YouTube and what YouTube means to us. And kind of going to go with what's on the fly. So you're getting this live from both of us. By the time this airs, you'll see it on both sets. So have at it, man. Make your intro.
Hey, man. What's going on, everybody? I'm Determined Veteran, and today we're doing a little bit different video for me.
Yeah, and for me, because I don't normally do interviews.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you, Drew, for having me on your show today, and or how many other days it's going to be on. It's a great honor, and I appreciate all the help you've done for my channel as well. And just a little backstory on me. I'm a retired veteran. Had 18 and a half years before I was medically retired from the military. I wasn't able to work because of certain injuries. And I picked up YouTube originally 2 years ago, but I deleted all those videos, and I started again in October of 18, I believe. And then in late February of 2019, that's when I started getting more serious. And I have, by the time this airs, I'll probably have close to 50 videos on my site. So yeah, Determined Veteran. The DV doesn't stand for Disabled Veteran; it stands for Determined Veteran. There you go.
And that's one of the reasons that catchy little phrase that he throws out is one of the reasons why I started watching his show. Now, he found me first, but I tend to stalk everybody who writes a meaningful comment on my channel. So if you're looking for someone to spot you on YouTube, that's a hint. Leave me a meaningful comment, and I'll go check out your channel, because I actually do look at other people's content before I subscribe to them, because I do not play the subscribe to subscribe game. But that's what really brings us here, is I want to take a moment to really captivate on what YouTube delivers, but also the ability to take me as someone who's less than 500 subscribers and somebody who's less than 100 subscribers, and really share with you what they do right. And in this case, with Determined Veteran, he does a lot of things right. And one of those things that he does right is he engages his content with his viewers. And I made a comment in one video that it'd be great to see his Thundercat videos at a Thundercat, and this week's video was a Thundercat review. Yeah, I was probably the only one that was really eager to watch it, but it was great to kind of see that in a response. So we've kind of had a chance to talk, and what I really want to ask you is, we all do YouTube for one reason or another. What is your real motivation for what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, you know, I talked about this in one of my previous videos on my channel. You know, when I originally started this, it was, well, when I started it back again in October of last year, it was just to show my toy collection. You know, here I am live in my studio here at the Man Cave. But it kind of morphed, you know, because I have a lot of things that I'd like to share in my life. But to get down to the brass tacks, it was just, hey, I just wanted to start something and learn something new. You know, I've learned how to edit, film, computer stuff, you name it, because my background is an engineer in the Army. So if they don't have pictures, I'm not very good at it, you know.
And the engineer in the Army is not like the engineer you would think in the civilian world, because I thought that when I left the military and wound up in the civilian world. They're like, you're an engineer now. I'm like, no, not that type of engineer.
No.
It's the engineer of, we go find things, we go blow things up, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the type of engineer in the military. Not the engineer make building go up. They make building go kaboom.
Well, you know, there's two
flavors of engineers.
To be on both sides of the house. You know, my last several years in the military after I got out of recruiting command was as a utility engineer. So, you know, I got to see both phases of it. But yes, you know, the premise of being an engineer in the Army is, you know, go find things, tell explosive ordnance detail where it's at, and they go blow it up, or we just go breach it. So, I had a lot of fun in 18 and a half years, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I remember losing $100 to an engineer once.
So, here's a funny story. So, no shit, there I was in Fort Hood. We were at North Fort Hood doing some training. And I forgot what it was, but he bet me money that I wouldn't eat a fucking cow patty. All right? Now, I'm going to tell you that I was probably 20, 21 at the time, so I was a young soldier. And I ate that son of a bitch for $30 because that was beer.
Yeah.
And it also gave me a really good, I don't know if a really good reputation or a really bad one, as a guy of you don't bet to do shit because he'll do it. I'm a money whore.
Yeah. No, it's the realism that you guys see in this interview is kind of the main reason why I enjoy watching his channel. It's not this fluff and other stuff. I mean, yes, we all have fluff and other stuff on our channel. We're all trying to do stuff, but it's for those of you who watch, and myself, why I watch other content creators and why I watch YouTube is people are characters. People draw you in. They have a good carry. They have a good story. And the best thing is when you find that person that's keeping it real, right? Like you are. You keep it real in all your content. Yeah, in your Camaro video, you're over the top, but we're all excited about our toys. Come on. You're right.
Yeah, and I have a unique humor. Like, for everyone that took that video of me being serious, that's me turned up to 10 trying to emulate others, which you're not supposed to really do, but I had fun doing it, you know? It's like one of my younger brothers told me the other day, it was me turned up to 10 on Mountain Dew. That he's never seen me that excited before at all, you know? Barely I smile. But one thing about becoming a YouTube creator that I've enjoyed is it's a safe place to smile. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense because we all have to carry kind of like this seriousness in our lives. And YouTube, you can be realistic, but at the same point, you can still do it with a smile.
Yeah. And for everyone that's watching this going, why is he wearing sunglasses? So I have this big studio light right above me, and I get terrible migraines. So, and also it helps that I don't have to make direct eye contact. That's just being transparent, me being real. So anybody wants to leave a comment that some douchebag wearing sunglasses, I totally agree with you. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
I think if anybody's watched my show for more than a minute, it's only been this year that I stopped wearing sunglasses in front of the camera because I had this spotlight that only one floodlight like here, and that was the only way I get my face lit. Now I have the nice soft boxes up here that are keeping things mellow and the light nice and balanced and running multiple camera angles. You know, you'll get there. You'll get used to it too. But no, the migraines, I tell you not. The migraines have to be by far the worst thing of my condition ever. Some people go, oh, it's just a painful headache. No, it feels like little trolls are like detonating C4 in the back of my skull. And it's like, hey, we found this little cushy spot here. It's called the back of an eyeball. Let's see if we can push our way out. Yeah,
absolutely.
Right? Yeah, they're not pleasant at all. So before we get into too craziness, we'll kind of keep this real quick and right to the point here. If there's two bits of advice you could offer a veteran that is looking to go into YouTube, right? What would it be? Like, what is the one golden nugget you would really want to offer them? And then the other bit of advice to someone who is just new to YouTube in general, who isn't military, prior service, just wants to kind of go out there and like do what they're doing, like talk about their toys, because that's another thing we have in common is we both like our toys. Mine are little models that I build. You like to talk about the ones that you get from the Hot Toys where they're god-awfully expensive and god-awfully awesome, but you pay for what you get in those. I mean, you're definitely getting the value out of them. I used to not think they were worth it looking at them online, but then seeing them, how you talk about them and really get into it, I was like, yeah, I could actually see why these things are worth $600-700 a pop.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, right? So how about it? What are they?
So the first part about being a veteran and making YouTube content, you know, and this is kind of a universal thing, but if we were to talk solely about veterans, man, a lot of us when we leave the military, excuse me, it's an awful situation. You know, you want to get out, or you want to retire, or they're medically retiring you, or medically separating you, whatever. But your original plan was to stay in there till, like with me, till I died, you know? So I had to really learn new skill sets. And I had to really learn more of myself, you know? Because you were a senior NCO, you were an officer, whatever. In my case, I'm a retired senior NCO. I had to relearn who Determined Veteran was. And so YouTube has become an outlet for me to learn more about myself. It's become an outlet for me to connect with other people and become somewhat social. I mean, everyone looks at my demeanor, oh, he's very social. anyone who knows me, I'm not very social. It's a safe place. So that's my thing for veterans. If you're new to getting into this, just pick up a camera. I started my channel with an iPhone in portrait mode versus landscape because somebody dined me out.
Yeah. The start of a wonderful friendship starts with, hey, you might want to turn your phone sideways.
Yeah, and it was 100% correct. It led me into buying studio lights and different cameras, a computer. That's another story all for itself. But, if you want to get into becoming a content creator, I would suggest to you, practice makes perfect. And just have fun. Those are my two biggest things as a new YouTuber. Yeah. So, what was your other question again, Drew?
So, for a YouTuber, not necessarily a veteran, just somebody looking to start at YouTube. So we had one, like a bit of advice you'd offer the veteran, which is basically be yourself, learn to just allow it to evolve, to help you develop who you are after the service, which I think, that's a very good point in the discovery mode of YouTube. It really helps somebody discover that through that process and keep you motivated because you got to put content out. So it's like, okay, through that process of saying, okay, I'm going to put something out, I make discovery. I learn something more about myself, or I discover that I'm not limited by something, which is very good. Yeah, that's a valid point.
And just in general, for someone that wants to start up a YouTube channel, trial by error, just do it. Because you're not going to be happy with your first 50 videos or your first whatever. People say you really don't hit your stride till you hit a couple hundred videos and maybe get 1,000 subscribers. But the whole unique thing about being non-monetized, like my channel is and your channel, is it allows us so much more flexibility to learn on the fly. Because you don't have to worry about view count. I mean, yes, views do help, but you can watch your progression and make a better video tomorrow. Yeah, today we should be talking about today, but today is going to be tomorrow, and tomorrow is when we reflect back on everything we did today, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. It is kind of like the Peter McKinnon thing, done beats perfect.
Yeah.
Just get it done. Put out a video, get it done. Don't worry about it being perfect. You're not getting paid monetization wise. You're not if you're on this and you've got less than 500 subscribers to your total core, and you've got a way of creating revenue through some other revenue stream by releasing videos, and that's the trigger point, please share. I would love to know that, because I've never heard of anything that's a trigger point for less than 1,000 subscribers at this point in the game. But if you've got something for less than 500, please share, leave a comment, tell me about it, leave a link, put a hyperlink, whatever. Share that bit of information, because that is something I've not encountered in YouTube. But you're right. Use this time to produce and get your stride. I mean, at any capacity, be it the capacity that you do your videos at your schedule, or the capacity where you put one in every day like myself, it just helps you learn. It forces you to learn. In the military, you get stronger by doing PT every day. You get better at your weapons or your skill set by being proficient in drilling it. This is just a drill. Put out the video, put out content, get it done. Done beats perfect. I totally agree. What else we got, man?
So I to piggyback on that, be no do. If anyone's been in the Army before, or maybe they've changed it now, but be no do is just know yourself and seek self-improvement. That's the biggest goal of being a creator and talking to the civilians who've never been in the military, is just, perfecting the craft, and you're not going to hit a home run, Majority of my videos aren't very home run, in my opinion, even though my numbers, I have a very loyal audience on my channel.
Yeah, you do. You have what, right about 60 subscribers, and you get an average of 36 to 40 views within the first 48 hours of you dropping your video?
Yeah, so that average, so I would even stretch it out to the first 72 hours. And it just depends on the video. It's hit or miss. But, people really loved my Camaro video the other day. And on the day we're filming this, I've already sent him a video that's going to drop on my channel Monday. And I'll let Drew kind of talk more about that. The whole...
Oh, boy. You guys are in for it. So we're going to leave it right there. We're going to cut it right there for you folks here. So here's this. I'm going to leave a link to his channel. It's going to show up somewhere right here in the prompter, right? Get ready to watch that video because you just heard me talk about it. And by the time you see this video, that video will be there to this link. So go ahead and check that out. And if you don't agree with me that this guy should be somebody you should be watching, comment on this channel that he shouldn't be somebody we're watching by telling us what we're doing wrong. Now, my last message for everyone out there, if you're a fellow veteran and you're looking at content and you're trying to get into YouTube and you just want some help, reach out to us. We're conversating. That's what this is all about. And we'll keep on trying.